Welcome, y'all. We're gonna start this one off a little different. We're finna sing y'all a little song. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Concord. Yup.
We grow.
We grow.
We grow.
People.
Welcome to Concord.
Welcome.
Welcome to Concord. Teams to be exact.
People. What's up, guys? Welcome to CS. We're back with the finale of season 1.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
It's a senior edition. We're taking over, so get ready. But the verse for today is 1 Timothy 4:12. The NIV version reads this way: "Don't let anyone look down on you because you're young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity." Then the second verse is 1 Timothy 6:20. The NIV version reads, "Timothy, guard what has been entrusted to you with care. Turn away from godless chatter and the opposing ideas that is falsely called knowledge." So this is basically just saying that we have these 4 years with each other and this church and all of our friends, and we get to make whatever we want of it. We get to shape who we become and the people that we're around, and it's a great time. So we're just gonna, just start talking about like what we learned, some of the things that we've experienced in this high school career. So the first thing is like, what's one thing that you've learned in these past 4 years?
I don't know already.
Raising hands, bro.
Alright, this is coming from like a leadership standpoint. Talk less, so when you speak, people listen.
That's genius.
Nah, because you think about it, like, the more you talk, the more people, they're gonna get used to your voice. But when you talk less and you listen to what other people are saying, and then you absorb that, and then you put it in your own words, then people are gonna listen because you're so soft-spoken.
They gonna hear that come out. Ooh, that boy wild.
That's what I say, bro. That's what I say. Silence is power.
Exactly.
It's like not everything has reaction out of. Like when somebody says something to you, or even when somebody do something to you, you don't even have to react to it. Just walk away or just don't say nothing at all.
Good leaders are great followers.
Yeah.
Period.
That is a true fact.
Real.
But you do have to start out a follower to become a leader.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You just gotta follow the right people.
That's the
That's
key
another
right
thing.
there.
Yeah,
That's
another thing.
another thing I learned in high school. Don't follow the wrong people, y'all. And I mean that. I'm looking right in the camera. Don't follow the wrong people. Make good decisions.
Okay, but like, what are the wrong people? Keys?
The wrong people,
Very
people that don't want to see you succeed, people that drag you down, that hate on you, like just all that, like the negativity, bro. Like find people who want to see you strive for success, that want to see you achieve your goals, bro.
But
But
also-
people want to see you climb up that ladder. You feel me?
But also people who ain't got nothing going for themselves, though. You don't hang around
Yeah.
those people because they gonna drag you down as well.
Yep.
Yeah,
Nine
somebody
times.
want to go to a party every week may not be the dude you want to follow around because they gonna end up getting caught up. You don't want to be in that.
My favorite thing I learned, like especially with relationships, was whenever they use the analogy like the cross, like you have to have people that are in front of you, you have the people that are behind you, and people that are at the same level as you to keep going forward.
Talk that talk, boy.
So that you're
That's a
being
good
with people that are like-minded, that are trying to get where you want to go, and that are going to help you get there. People ahead of you that you're trying to aspire to be like, and that you have a role model to look after, and then people behind you that you can see, okay, I don't need to do this, but let me try to help them and lead them to water and bring them with me. But also knowing that you can't always bring everybody with you. Some people you gotta just let them stay thirsty.
Yeah, you can bring them to the fountain, but you can't make them drink.
For real.
Facts.
Facts.
I done also learned that like 9 times out of 10, the people that's doing the most, begging you to like follow you, like the ones that's like, hey yo, little bro, I got you. Like come with me, we gonna slide here. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like those are the types of people you should really stay away from. Like as we said, silence is power. And it's really the ones that move behind the scenes, the ones that put in the work and just show you the results. That's the people I learned. You need to stick with them because the ones that's like, yeah, come, we out here. The ones trying to like get everybody with them.
Yeah. The people that move in silence, bro, That's like the people that just be pulling up with fat wads of cash and stuff. You know good and well they don't got no job, and you just wonder how they get all this money. Like them the people you need to stay away from, man, because they gonna get you in a lot of trouble.
Yup. What the enemy can't destroy, he distracts.
Facts.
And I feel like a lot of that has to do with like this whole like YOLO culture that we had a couple years back, and everyone was like, you only live once, so you can do like everything and be fine. But I feel like a lot of that culture and that mentality is what was why people be in the streets and be, caught up with the wrong people, caught up in the wrong situations. So what do you guys think about that mentality? What do you guys say to that mentality?
Well, I think there's two sides to that mentality though. I feel like there's like a bad side to that, like you speaking on, and also feel like there's a good side to that, to where it's like I do stupid stuff, but
elaborate, my boy.
Like I do stupid stuff, but it may not end me up in jail. You see what I'm saying?
I understand nothing.
No, like for
For
example, like
I
you
got you.
say you
I got
standing
you.
up on somewhere like tall or something, you wanna like, I don't know how to explain it, bro. Not everything is
I got what you're
illegal
saying.
at YOLO, like.
So like, me personally, the you only live once thing is like live your life to the fullest. And for some people, like that
With
view
precautions.
that thought has like been manipulated to like go do everything, do whatever.
But
Like,
do things you're scared, like do things that you're fearful of, and like for example, skydive. Like
Yes.
if you want to skydive, that's not illegal, but it's YOLO. You gotta do it because you only live once, you only here once, so you might as well just stay here and do it.
But
I think that's the good side to it.
there's some times where it's like, oh, you want to live your life to the fullest. You want to like fulfill your dreams. You don't want to like have
Yes.
fears holding you back. But then there's also this other side where it's like, you're not trying to fulfill your life. You're just trying to fill it. Like,
Let's go be shiesty.
Empty
Like-
spaces.
that was a banger.
Empty
What?
spaces.
That is a banger. No, for real though. It's a lot of things, like a lot of people like they have voids that they can't like really fill.
You got a hole.
So basically they gotta, maneuver it. They gotta go to this, they gotta go to that person, they gotta go to this type of drug, they gotta go to this type of party, they gotta drink this type of alcohol to feel something. But at the end of the day, when that void runs out, you're still gonna feel like crap.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah, for real.
Come on.
I think we all have one of those friends that just like they had so much going for them freshman year, and
Yeah.
after these 4 years, it's like, what happened?
So after quarantine though, when we came back to school,
But everyone
Bro.
had no act rate. Like,
exactly.
I remember freshman year, bro, I tried to walk in groups all the time. Senior
What?
year, I just put my AirPods in
Senior,
and walk to class.
Walking
But
by myself.
by myself everywhere.
I go to school with him. I never.
No, but like you can't be ashamed of that either. Like some people
Oh, I'm
get
not
all
ashamed.
like uppity buppity about the fact that they're not the most
Oh, I
popular
don't care.
person
It
in
don't
all the
bother me.
groups. Like
Yeah.
there's this idea
You said it.
You're a loner.
Yeah. Nah, not a loner, but I just,
you can be by yourself and be okay with that. Like
Yeah.
that's something that people don't talk about. I feel like there's this whole idea like high school is the time to be popular and know all the people and be in all the groups and do all the things.
You
like,
can know people, but not know people.
exactly. Like I think it's about like building real relationships and like figuring out how to be yourself, even if you're by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
That
Comes
was
with
good.
comfort though, like self-comfort. But like what y'all was talking about, how there's some people that, well, it was Addie. You talked about how there's that, a person who started off freshman year, he's
Strong.
got something,
Yeah.
and now it's like, bro, what happened? But that shows the two sides of the YOLO spectrum. Like, while you can have all the potential and just it goes to waste, you can also be the person like freshman year, I was annoying. Like,
That's true.
We know.
That's true.
like I real life look back on that and wonder how I had friends, and like now I'm able to do me. Like I'm comfortable with myself. Like
You can't please everybody.
Hey, bro, what?
Yeah,
Say
bro.
that
You
again
learn
for
that
people
real
in the
quick in high
back.
school.
Bro, and being
But
comfortable
you
with
can't please
yourself,
everybody.
like, it also, like, people say, oh yeah, when you by yourself, oh you lonely, whatever. It's not the fact that you lonely. It's just that you wanna deal with those type of people every day. Like I go to school every day. It's the same type of people that I gotta deal with. It just be a lot of stuff. Like Keith, bro.
It's very draining, I would say
Just
that.
doing stupid
It's
stuff
very
in class. I remember
draining.
freshman year used to be like bad just because I thought it was like cool and stuff.
Yeah.
you're not funny.
Yeah, it's like, that's what I'm saying. It was not funny at all,
You're
bro.
not funny,
Cause now you
my
see
guy.
people do, you like, what's the
Cause I go to
point?
school,
Like,
bro.
it's so
I see the
stupid.
same people in the hallway every day, bro.
Like,
you
bro.
don't go to class, bro. Like,
What?
means
Bro, I see the
You see the
same,
night
the
class.
I know high
same,
school is 4 years,
the
bro.
same rotation of students, bro.
Once you out of them
Same,
4
same.
years,
Don't you have a class right now, bro?
Like, why are you
What are you
walking past
doing?
my class every day? Like,
Right.
Is when we were like, so when we were in 8th grade going into freshman year, you see everyone that like that's been ahead of you and have already been to high school, and they're like, oh, you're gonna lose a bunch of friends, you're not gonna have any, all your like your friend group's gonna split up and do all that stuff.
You don't believe them.
And you don't believe them, but you also think that it's like the end all like bad thing that's gonna happen. But I'd rather have like 3 to 5, like a small friend group of like really close people that I can rely on,
Yeah.
than having like a full roster of people that I can't talk to if something gets hard, like if times get hard.
Like, it is tough living that life. Like, I learned that the hard way this year because I finally grew. Like, there was sophomore year, we had half a school year. Junior year, I had a great amount of growth. So this year, it's like people, oh, he's kind of cool. And I'm learning, like, while you can't please everybody, you also have to know that not everybody is for you. Like, the people that's just hanging around you because they see what you got going on.
And they
the
want to
people
drain
that-
from that.
Because
Yes.
you got a bunch of blessings, and
And
they
the
want
people
those
like-
blessings.
For real.
Because if you,
Slice of
people,
the pie
if people
for-
actually like you, then they gonna naturally want to talk to
Just
you.
because when they see you, man, I'm finna drop a Smino lyric on y'all. He said,
Uh-oh.
he said, look, let me speak to you real quick.
I might be able to
He
finish it. I
said,
might
he
be able to
said,
finish it. Come on.
I think it's a leak in heaven because it's leaking. Wait, I said it wrong. Oh, hold on. He said, okay,
Hey,
look,
cut
look,
that
look.
out. Cut
no,
it
no,
out.
no, 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 look. He said, I think
Blessings,
it's a
blessings.
busted pipe in heaven because it's leaking blessings.
Oh,
Hey.
Facts. And they see those leaking blessings, bro, and they wanna grab every drop they can get from you, bro.
Yeah.
Yo,
crumbs. Come on.
Because you're gonna have people that drain from you, you're gonna have people that compliment you.
Facts.
You wanna be with people that compliment you, not people that drain.
And it's also like we're leaving. Like most of us are either going far away, going out of state. Like we have other things going on at this point.
You're not
Like we're
gonna
starting
see
a new
half of them
chapter
people
of
no
our
more.
life. And there's only so many people you're still going to talk to when you live so many miles away from each other and see each other once a year.
High school's
like,
4 years, bro. I
Right.
don't think they understand that. It's not a lifetime thing.
Like for real, like there are probably maybe 1, 2, or 3 people I'll probably still talk to on a regular basis after high school.
Yeah.
It's not like this fantasy where you're just gonna be friends with everybody for the rest of your life.
Forever. For lifers.
BFFs.
But you know
For
what's crazy?
lifers.
What's crazy is they say that about high school, but then in this transition, you have everybody telling you when you get to college, you're gonna have more friends, and it's gonna be friends that you know for the rest of your life. So it makes me wonder, like, is everyone more mature in that stage, or like, what's the difference? Like,
I feel like there's not much of a difference in maturity. Well, yes, there's gonna be growth. You're gonna be on your own. You're gonna be figuring out life together and figuring out like adulthood, like that in between area. But if you don't take the lessons that you learned in high school with choosing friends and choosing who you're around and who's draining you and the signs of being emotionally and physically drained, then
Or
Mm-hmm.
you're not
attached.
gonna
Or attached.
attachment issues. Like if you don't notice the red flags, those same red flags that you noticed in high school, if you can't notice that in a more mature setting in college, it's not going to do anything for you because you're just going to sit there and you're just going to repeat the cycle of having to restart your whole friend group over and over and over again.
But I will say this. I'm not gonna lie.
uh-oh.
We finna be in college, so we gonna find out
Some of
regardless.
Yeah.
And one thing
My
we
boy
suck
going to
at-
Marines, man.
So, yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah, he
some
going
of
to
it.
the Marines.
big boy.
Not all of us gonna have them college loans.
I mean, but
Wow.
Let me stop.
Okay, but as we wrap up,
Well,
what are
I'll-
your final words?
Okay.
Zion?
Let me
Final
say mine real
words.
quick. So know the difference between like, I think maturity, people get like having fun and being immature mixed up. Sometimes it's just about knowing when's the right time to do certain stuff. You just gotta have discipline. Like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be playing around now, or maybe I should be playing around now. I think that's maturity, not just being serious all the time. Nobody like somebody who's like 100% serious 24/7.
I mean business. Business, business, business.
That's so boring. Nobody wanna be around you, bro. Like, I'm trying to have fun. You over here talking about college. I mean, work or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wanna have fun too. Like, you just gotta know when and where to do things. You gotta have discipline.
Middle ground.
There you go.
Also, like with maturity and stuff, it also has to be with growth and everything. I feel like that between my freshman and my senior year, that guy, he put people in my life that I was able to experience life with, you know, and sometimes I still have those friends, and some of the friends that I used to have, we outgrew each other. You know, it's all love to this day, but at the same time, you know, either God put people in your life either to be a blessing or a lesson. You know what I'm saying? And
Say that again, bro. Say that again, bro.
No, it's
Run it back.
I know, like he puts people in your life either to be a blessing or a lesson.
Oh, dang, bro.
Hey, put the rewind sound to him.
God put people in your life either to be a blessing or a lesson. You know what I'm saying? And
It also, it's like, it's a level of maturity too, because sometimes it's like, dang, like I wanted to be friends with them forever, but at the same time,
People in
God,
your life for seasons, bro.
yeah, bro, and it's like I remember it's Medea play, and she'll no, because at the end it's like
Tyler Perry be spitting.
and for real though, and he was like, people gonna be in your life for a season, so for a reason, season, and lifetime, and he was like, you can't mix seasonal people with lifetime expectations.
Shout out Purby. He said something like that too. You can't give.
All right, so
Yeah.
this mug popped up. I had a light bulb while he was talking.
We saw.
So like, so I would say, if you play sports, you probably heard this, but keep an even keel, and by that I mean don't get your hopes up too high and don't get your hopes up too low. So like, say you playing a football game, like it's first quarter, y'all already up 21-0. Like, don't get your hopes too high. Don't put your pride to the side. Put your pride to the side. Put your pride to the side. Like, don't get your head up too high, bro, because that 21-0 could go down to, you know, y'all, that could be the only three touchdowns y'all get, you feel me?
Shout out
like,
to the
like that's why they
Falcons.
say keep it even kill. Keep at the same level. Play like as if the game was at 0-0. I say keep it even kill. I would say that.
Also, I wanted to speak on something that you were brought up. You was talking about like maturity, and since we going through like this whole high school recap thing, one of the most important lessons I learned about maturity is that most of being mature is being able to admit that you're not there yet.
Thank you.
Like,
Self-awareness.
You gotta, I was gonna say, you gotta be able to self-reflect, bro. You gotta see what you're doing wrong.
Also,
One
you
thing I
gotta
admit-
be able to realize that you don't know everything, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like my mama,
That go back to being,
You don't.
in order to be a leader,
Exactly.
in order to be a leader, you gotta be a great follower, because
Exactly.
you gotta, I look at it like a toolbox, right? You have like, when you buy a toolbox, you don't buy all your tools at once. You add to your collection, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes people have tools that you don't have, and so in order to get that tool, you have to learn how to use that tool and then utilize it in your box.
Yes.
Just like a house, you gotta be able to build the foundation
Yes.
and then build the house on that foundation.
Just like bricks.
So
Like the
baby,
Commodore said.
More like the three little pigs.
Like the Commodores, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's-
so
he's a brick.
So
Oh,
back
don't
back
do
to
that.
what we was like you said you got to be able to follow, but one thing about us, our class, and the ones following is we try to grow up way too fast. Like I can admit,
That's this
Enjoy your
generation in
childhood.
total, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You
That's
want to be
like
old, but then
this
you
is
get there and you're like, nope.
I don't like this no more. Have to
like
pay bills. I don't
the
like this no
actions,
more.
the stuff we do, the things that you hear like your friends say on a daily is real wild to me, and I can't say that I'm not guilty of it too, but I had to learn how to slow down and say like, I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for this. I'm not there yet in my life. And a part of college for me is going to be learning like, what have I actually learned and what have I just said that I've learned, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of lessons that I could spit to you, but if you ask me to live it out in my real life, boy. Boy.
It's hard to put them action
Hey.
words in action, bro.
Hey, actions speak louder than words. It's easy to say something, but it's still hard to do it, man. Like with me, my like, you know how you got your spiritual traits and stuff like that? Like mine is like the word of wisdom. So like for my age, I'm very wise. Like I could tell you a lot, but I'm gonna be straight up honest. Half of it I have not done.
Twiz.
Like I have not done.
right
But
here with you.
look, bro. But look.
I was gonna say,
It's real.
Hey,
It's real.
I will give you literally some of the best advice you ever hear, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's like
don't even take
half
my
of
own
it.
advice.
I don't even like. I haven't done it myself, but I
Right.
will give you the great advice to help you in whatever situation you in.
Okay, so I think the last thing that I would be able to say to this new, like the new upcoming ministry, is just consistency, because that's what we've been lacking the last few years. Being able to make a routine, have set expectations, procedures, and following through with them.
Facts.
And then practicing what you preach, because that's like a big thing with generations, with our class, and then behind us, especially with quarantine. I think that messed up a lot of our socialization skills, just because like people from like say our 9th graders, they didn't go to middle school 7th and 8th grade years, so they're just like the last thing they really did was elementary school.
Up to do.
Hey, them freshmen are wild.
Very wild.
That's why they didn't have time to grow in middle school.
Yeah.
They just like.
And even the middle schoolers, they didn't have anything past like 3rd grade. Like imagine the last thing you did was multiplication in class, like, and you just never went back to school.
Crazy.
And now you're in middle school.
I just want to say, like you said the freshmen really 7th graders, so y'all seniors that's talking to freshmen, you're really talking to a 13-year-old. But keep going.
Hey, another thing is, bro, sometimes put your phone down for like an hour or two, like a day, like
Okay,
Heck, just turn
I'm just
it
saying,
off.
no, like go outside, like enjoy
Go
life.
read a book.
You never know when you gonna go, bro.
I said,
Like,
read a book.
hold on, man. Let me finish my point.
Y'all better hurry up. It's time to go.
You never know when it could be your last day on this earth. You want to enjoy it. You don't want to be.
I didn't know we were getting that deep.
I'm just saying, bro.
I thought we was graduating.
I'm
Mike,
just saying,
we ain't trying to graduate, not die. Chill. But you're right.
But if you on your phone your whole 4 years, if you on your phone,
mentality, bro.
if you on your phone the whole 4 years, life is gonna pass you by, and you're not gonna have nothing to say I did that.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Because you got to look at it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Or TikTok.
But it's your girl. It's the finale. It's the last episode with your favorite seniors on the planet.
Yeah.
We're so excited for this ministry and all you guys. We love you. You love us. And we see y'all later. Bye.
Doses.